If you want to be confident like the iconic character of Maddy Perez from Euphoria, then this video is going to be for you. Because in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys why Maddy is so confident and some psychology tips that you can use to become just as confident as the iconic character of Maddy Perez from Euphoria. Hi internet best friends, and welcome back to my sleepover. Today's video is a sequel to one of the most popular videos on this channel that you guys constantly keep asking me to make a part 2 of, which is how to be confident like Maddy Perez from Euphoria. I'm gonna be analyzing why Maddy is as confident as she is and giving you guys some psychology-backed tips to become just as confident as this iconic Euphoria character. But at the same time, I do need to say that obviously this character is not perfect. She has some flaws, everyone has a room to grow, but we're gonna learn from the best parts of this character. Some of the tips might be from the previous video as well, because I wanted to include them since the previous video got copyrighted and a bunch of segments had to be cut out, so a lot of the parts honestly don't really make sense and I wanted to fix it. But a lot of the tips in this video are gonna be new and original to this video, so hope you guys like it, and let's get into this video. So first things first, whenever we see Maddy on screen, whenever we see Maddy doing something, going somewhere, performing on stage, cheerleading, anything that this character does, she does this thing which not only makes her appear more confident, but also makes her more confident on the psychological level, which I'm gonna explain how that works in a second. But you never see Maddy slouching around, just crossing her arms, trying to shrink herself, standing off in the corner. You always see Maddy have good posture. You always see Maddy have her shoulders back. You always see Maddy have a confident body language, and she's not afraid to take up space in the room. I keep talking about this in almost every single video. If you want to be confident, you have to have a confident body language, because your body position affects how you feel. There's this thing called the facial feedback effect, which is basically a theory that your facial expressions and what you do affect how you feel. If you smile right now, you're gonna feel a tiny spark of happiness just kind of rising up inside you. The same happens when it comes to your body position, which is a theory of embodied cognition that says that your body position affects how you feel. Who do you think has a more confident body position, Maddy or Cassie? I bet that most of you would say Maddy, because the things that Maddy does in this picture are subconsciously associated with confidence. She has her shoulders back, she's not afraid to walk into the room, she's not afraid to take up space. Well, Cassie right here has her arms crossed, she has her shoulders hunched, she's kind of as if trying to be smaller in that room, feeling like she doesn't deserve to take up space in that room. If you have the same position as Cassie here, you're gonna feel less confident, because how you position yourself actually affects how you feel. And I know some of you guys have commented like, oh, I'm trying to be more confident, I'm trying to have a confident body position, I'm trying to walk confidently into a room, but all of a sudden I feel like I'm questioning myself so much. If you're trying to walk into a room confidently, head held high, shoulders back, and all of a sudden in your head you have these voices like, everyone is looking at you, you probably look bad, that person thinks I'm weird, I need to go to my seat as soon as possible so people stop looking at me. Or maybe you want to talk to someone that you want to be friends with, or maybe you want to talk to someone that you have a crush on, but you feel like you can't because you have this idea in your head, who am I to talk to that person? Why would I even try? They're not gonna want to talk to me anyway, I'm weird, no one likes me. You have to change your irrational beliefs. I've been there myself, and I had some pretty bad beliefs when I was in my freshman year of high school. I used to constantly think, I'm not good enough, who would even want to talk to me, why would people even want to hang out with me? But what I did during my freshman year completely changed how I felt about myself. It completely changed my confidence, it completely changed my life. I was feeling confident in myself, I made so many more friends, I had my crush like me back, I had better grades, all because I noticed and started working on my irrational beliefs. And the way that I did that was that I used to go to therapy every single Friday when I was in my freshman year of high school, and that helped me notice and reframe my irrational beliefs, reframing the way that I looked at myself, and actually feel better and believe in myself. Therapy was honestly so powerful in my life. I'm even studying it at a university now, which I'm almost done with my bachelor's degree, and that just makes me really happy because there was a lot of work put to it. If you want to work on your own irrational beliefs and try therapy, my sponsor BetterHelp can connect you with a therapist that can help you with any issues you might be facing, whether it's maladaptive beliefs or behaviors that are holding you back from being your most confident self. Instead of being stuck in an endless loop questioning yourself, you can actually talk about your concerns with someone who is trained to help you find real answers. By filling out a quick questionnaire, you can be matched with a therapist that can help you in as little as a couple of days. And if you feel like it's not a right fit, you can easily switch therapists with no extra cost. BetterHelp BetterHelp carefully vets their therapists to make sure that they're well qualified, and their customer support team is always there to help you if you have any questions. With over 7,000 reviews and 4.5-star rating on Trustpilot, BetterHelp is a platform that you can trust. Going to therapy is a sign of strength, not weakness, and it can improve so many things in your life, from maladaptive beliefs to your confidence to your relationships. Click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/angelgray to get 10% off your first month of therapy. And something else that we can definitely see in Maddy's character that makes her so much more confident, and something that is also a key difference between Maddy and Cassie, is something that can be seen in Maddy's dedicated episode in season 1. In that episode, we see Maddy doing a lot of pageants when she was a kid. She was really passionate about performance, dancing, singing, and even when the pageant thing is over, we can see Maddy take her passion for dancing and performing and move on to cheerleading instead. Well, with Cassie, we see that when she was little, she loved ice skating, but since her dad left, she stopped doing that. And mostly, even though Cassie also does cheerleading, we don't really see Cassie have some kind of passion in her life, as opposed to characters like Lexi or Maddy. And the key to Maddy's confidence here is that she's doing a hobby that she's passionate about in her life, which honestly has a bunch of different layers to it that makes Maddy more confident based on psychology. The first one is that having something going for you, having something that you put your energy towards, something that you're getting better at, and doing something that you're really passionate about makes you feel more confident. There are even studies of people who improved their confidence by playing a musical instrument. That shows that putting practice into something and getting good at something is going to make you more confident because you're more sure of yourself in that one thing, and that usually also translates into the other areas of your life. But at the same time, if the hobby or passion that you have is performance-based, like cheerleading, drama, dancing, even sports, because you get to have a lot of matches where people watch you, that makes you more confident in being in front of people because you practice being in front of people so much that you're not scared of people's attention, because like, oh look, all of these people are here to watch me, I must be really good at something. And at the same time, it also makes people perceive you as more attractive, because have you ever noticed how attracted you feel to a lead of a band, maybe when they're performing on stage, or an artist when they're performing on stage, or maybe the captain of a football team, just anyone who you see do something that they're really passionate about in general. That makes us more attracted to that person. But also related to Maddy's performances, something that we see Maddy use to be more confident in her life is honestly her style. She usually has a very performative makeup looks that symbolize something that she's going through in her life. The makeup also matches her dresses, makes her look amazing, and that really makes her more confident, because when you look good, when you have something that you can be really proud of, even if that something is in your appearance, you're going to feel more confident about yourself, because you're going to be thinking like, wow, I did this amazing makeup look, that's just so cool, and I love how I look, and I love how it makes me feel. Sometimes makeup and style can really make you feel more confident because it makes you feel better about yourself. You can be like Maddy, explore your personal style and use that to be more confident, which if you guys want some style tips to look as incredible as Maddy, then I talk about that in this video right here, so definitely check that one after watching this one. But speaking of looking good, nothing really ruins your confidence like being at school and all of a sudden you just smell that weird smell from somewhere, and then you realize that you've forgotten your deodorant. There is nothing worse than not feeling, because that immediately makes you feel more insecure. You're like, oh my god, I smell bad, people are gonna think bad of me. And I bet you if Maddy was a real person, if you met her, she would probably never smell bad. Maddy really seems like the girl who would have smell refreshers in her bag. Make sure that that doesn't affect her confidence. Having a tiny deodorant, a tiny perfume, and gum in your bag is going to make you feel so much more confident, because if you have a day when you forgot your deodorant, you can just go to the bathroom, put on that deodorant, and feel confident throughout the whole day. Same goes for gum. If you feel like you ate something that might give you bad breath, you can feel at peace when talking to people, because now you can talk to your crush and not feel insecure about that onion bagel that you ate during lunch. But speaking of talking to your crush, another one of Maddy's confidence secrets that you guys can use is something that we see in Maddy whenever she's talking to almost anyone in the show, which is that Maddy always speaks with purpose. She never rushes her words. She shows that she's confident in what she's saying by saying it clearly and taking her time to actually say it. Speaking a little more slowly, speaking with purpose, not rushing your words or letting anyone interrupt you is going to make you feel and look more confident to other people, because confident people have the mindset that people are lucky to be listening to them. People want to listen to me. I'm saying something important. I am important. I'm confident in myself, so I'm going to take my time when speaking. But let's say you're trying to do that and you're speaking with a friend who constantly keeps interrupting you, or that friend is honestly just making fun of you. That friend always gives you backhanded compliments. Maybe you have that one friend in your life that you honestly feel really weird when interacting with because they always seem like they're insulting you but not really, and you're kind of confused because every single time that you talk to this person you end up feeling worse about yourself and you end up feeling like your energy has been drained. If you have someone like that in your life, if you have friends that are mean to you, if you have friends that are toxic, if you have friends that are fake, you have to cut those friends out. Just like we see with Maddy. Maddy really sorts the people that she has in her life. She usually is around the people that lift her up, that are like-minded and that are really supportive of her. And when the whole thing with Cassie is happening, where Cassie just becomes a fake toxic friend, Maddy doesn't let her stay in her life. As bad as Maddy feels about what happens with Cassie because they were best friends and she feels incredibly sad and betrayed, she still removes Cassie from her life because it's better for her, it's better for her confidence. You shouldn't have people in your life that are bringing you down and draining your energy. You become like whoever you're around based on observational learning. Whatever you see other people do all the time, especially if those people are close to you and they're your friends and you look up to them, the more you like someone, the more you're likely to repeat their behaviors. So if you see your close friends that you love constantly bringing themselves down, constantly just practicing this non-confident behavior that is just not good and not something that you would want to be, then it's the best to talk to them, and if nothing changes, just distance yourself a little bit from that. And when it comes to Maddy interacting with other people, what we also see in Maddy, and please don't bring this example of Nate again because that's like a whole nother topic that I really don't want to go into, and it really plays into a different type of discussion. But basically most of the time we see Maddy not letting anyone disrespect her, not letting anyone be mean to her, not letting anyone bully her. We see that from the episode where Cassie is talking to Nate. Nate is basically saying that if Maddy found out what Cassie did, Maddy would not let that slide. And everyone knows that you cannot mistreat Maddy. Again, please don't bring Nate into this because an abusive relationship is a little different from basically people being mean to you in school. But whenever we see someone being mean to Maddy or someone disrespecting Maddy at school, Maddy doesn't let that slide. If you let someone be mean to you and just sit there and take it, that is going to ruin your self-esteem because you're showing yourself that you're not good enough to stand up for it. Well, if you stand up for yourself and if you don't let those people treat you like that, then you're going to feel more confident in yourself because you know that I'm valuable enough to stand up for myself, I have my back, and I'm the type of person that cannot be disrespected. Remember Cassie's reaction when she thought about those things? She definitely didn't want Maddy to find out what she did. Put yourself in a position where people don't even think that they can get away with disrespecting you, and do that by sticking up for yourself, but do it in a calm and rational way. And if you guys want a video on like how to deal with people being mean to you, how to deal with backhanded compliments, how to not let people disrespect you, then definitely let me know and I'll make one. But one of the biggest confidence tips that comes from Maddy herself that I also kind of like to correct is this scene where Maddy says
90% of life is confidence. And the thing about confidence is no one knows if it's real or not.
And here Maddy basically admits that confidence is always a process, and sometimes if you really don't feel confident, you still have to fake it till you make it. Which something that I want to correct is basically it's better to say that you're practicing confidence instead of faking confidence, because when you tell yourself I'm faking being confident, you feel like a fraud. You feel the connotation that everyone has with that word of faking. Well, instead the same can be described as practicing confidence, because you don't really feel confident but you're gonna practice being confident in that situation. That makes you feel like it's something that you can achieve, and that really is going to make you feel more confident. Say practice it till you do it. And something that has helped a lot of celebrities feel more confident that you guys might even be surprised about. For example, Halsey has talked about using this in order to practice her confidence on stage, because she said that she always felt like she couldn't be an artist, that she just wasn't good enough, which is something that other celebrities like Beyonce and Tate McRae have also mentioned, and that's using an alter ego to feel more confident. I know this sounds a little weird, but let me explain. Basically, let's start with Halsey, which Halsey is not Halsey's real real name. Her real name is Ashley, and Halsey is actually an alter ego that Ashley made up for herself because she felt like she wasn't confident enough in herself to become an artist. In one of the interviews, Halsey, or Ashley, talked about how she rearranged the letters in her name to make the name Halsey, which she then used when she was performing on stage, and she would basically think of herself as this other person, Halsey, who was more confident, who was more talented, and who had more courage to actually put her music in front of people. And that really helped her make her career. I even remember her saying something like, Ashley couldn't be famous, Ashley couldn't do it, but I felt like Halsey did. And I've also heard interviews from Tate McRae about her new album where she talked about how she channeled this Tatiana persona to basically write some of her songs on the album.
I have an alter ego. Her name is Tatiana.
Different persona when you hit the stage?
Tatiana!
Did Tatiana write any of the songs on the album?
I think she wrote Sports Car.
Creating an alter ego for yourself that you can kind of channel in some situations where you feel like you're really anxious or you're feeling insecure, you're not feeling confident, that is going to help you feel confident in that moment, because first of all, you're feeling like, okay, I might be awkward, I might be weird in these social situations, but this person, I don't know, like, let's make up a name, I don't know, like Angel Gray, but this person, Angel is confident. Angel is really good with people. Everyone likes Angel. Angel is amazing in social interactions. So if you're going out just channeling this alter ego and thinking of yourself as that alter ego in that moment can actually help you make you feel more confident, because you're putting a psychological distance there and you're also assuming this more confident persona upon yourself. And you can even use Maddy as the person that you channel when you want to feel more confident. Think of yourself as Maddy Perez in that moment. What would Maddy do? What would Maddy say? You're Maddy, everyone loves you, you're incredibly confident, and just channel that energy into that interaction so it can help you. I'm looking really tired, but since you made to this point, can't even speak right now, but since you made it to this point of the video, it's time to give the shout out of the week, which this time goes to this amazing person right here. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm gonna try my best, which is Mina's Get Ready With Me. But yeah, thank you so much for commenting, and thank you so much for being a part of this channel, and I love you guys so much. But if you guys want to know some glow up tips to look as incredible as Maddy, then definitely check out this video right here. And if you want to watch the OG How to Be Confident Like Maddy Perez video, then definitely check out this video right here. And I love you guys so much, and I'm so tired right now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.